The woman cuts off her hair, carefully put it in a bag. Then she changed the color of her hair and eyebrows. Then she spreads disinfectant on the floor to erase the traces of her visit. She hit herself with a hammer. She did all this to make herself disappear. Then she framed her husband for her murder. She then customized a detailed plan. First, she swiped her husband's credit cards to buy luxury goods and hide them, to create a financial crisis for her husband. In order to make the murder of her wife a real crime, the woman buys herself a huge insurance policy, and the beneficiary is the husband. The woman befriends her pregnant neighbor. She tells her about her husband's domestic violence. She invites her neighbor to her home. She takes a urine sample from her neighbor after she goes to the bathroom. With this urine sample, she can prove she's pregnant, using the identity of the pregnant woman to disguise herself as a weakling. After all the preparations, on the day of our wedding anniversary, after confirming that her husband had left the house, she created a murder scene. In order to make the plan flawless, she kept a lot of journals. Starting from the beginning of her love affair, she made up stories in her diary. She made the stories real and brutal. She wrote about her husband as a scumbag. She was abused for years. She lived in fear. Then she put the diary in the oven and burned it just right to make her husband destroy the evidence. She left a trail for the police to follow. She planted the evidence on her husband and then disappeared in a car alone. The woman went to a different place. She rented a house. She waited for her husband to be arrested. As she expected, the police found a lot of clues. The man was accused of killing his wife. I didn't realize that after his wife disappeared, the man smiled proudly in front of the media. He greeted everyone warmly. He took pictures with beautiful women. In the face of his lover's disappearance, he didn't look worried at all. But these strange behaviors made the man hit the headlines. The press called him a scumbag, with his wife's whereabouts unknown. And he still manages to act so relaxed. To stabilize his image, the man held a prayer meeting for his wife. A neighbor showed up with her baby in her arms. She yelled at him for being a scumbag, abusing his pregnant wife. This sudden news suddenly threw the scene into chaos. The press came to the scene. He hid in a police car to get away.